Hello everyone, this is Divine Irony from Ghosts and ZU for part 124 of the World of Warcraft Let's Play. Yep, and we are on Gaima, King of the Storm Giants, and we are killing the last mob that we need to kill for the Storm Giants Vengeance quest. We need to find Aligar the Chosen, who is flying on that little frost brood mount there. We don't seem to be able to hit him until he just decided just to flow down, and I'm very thankful he did, because we wouldn't have been able to hit him otherwise. Now, as you can see, I'm taking a battering, so I went and grabbed the storm cluster there so we could heal ourselves up, and we did, and now Aligar the Chosen is dead. Now, the problem with dismissing your Storm Giant at the end of the quest is somehow you are still in combat. I don't understand why you're still in combat, because there's no mobs hitting you, no mobs running after you. I don't understand it, but obviously there is some logic behind it. Maybe the mobs in the outer phase region are still aggro to you, they just can't hit you. We just got an upgrade to bracers there. They were blue bracers. I'm still wearing them, which is quite nice because they're decent bracers for the level. Now, as you can see here, we are doing some quests for Drakaru. The first thing we have to do is take a tour of Zul'drak. So we talk to Gorbag here, and we're going to be flying on the back of a gargoyle, flying across the entire of Zul'drak. I don't know why I kept the entire of the flight in. I thought it might be interesting, but all it really is just the tour of Zul'drak, and something you could probably just find out by just flying above it, but never mind. We got some experience from discovering the zones. I think about 10k experience we got from discovering the zones, which isn't negligible. It's quite nice, and it's quite good. So yeah, just a note, guys, you might want to skip the Drakaru quests, because if you want to level, if you want to do quick leveling, because the Drakaru quests don't give that much experience, and they are pretty long and contrived, and they're not that easy to do. Well, they're easy, it's just that they take a long time to do for the quest experience. So, in the interest of a speed run or speed leveling, I would suggest not bothering with the Drakaru quests. But since the Drakaru quests are kind of nice to look at, they've got some interesting lore behind them, I decided to do them and keep them in the video. The quests for Drakaru, you always get one quest from Stefan Vadu, who you have a horn to call down from the sky on his frostworm, and you always have a quest from Drakaru. Now, in order to hand in the quest to Stefan Vadu, you don't just have to complete the quest for him, you also have to complete the quest for Drakaru. So you can't just do one quest, you've really got to do them both to get both experience, which is kind of annoying, but there we go. This I found is a really annoying quest. You need to use the divining rod or mind control rod or whatever it is to use on these blight geists. You tell them to harvest a crystal, and then you need to be almost within touching distance of them to get the crystal to count, because you actually need to be right next to them while they zone into Drakaru. Now, this quest is annoying, not just because it takes a long time, it's also because your Scourge disguise keeps failing periodically, and there are also these shades flying about, and they keep knocking you out of your disguise, making you do it all again, which, as you probably understand, does get quite annoying. Now, the other quest we have to do for Stefan Vadu, as well as completing the Drakaru quest, is to throw stuff into blight cauldrons to dilute their mixture. The problem with doing it, however, is if you're too slow running away from the cauldrons, free shades spawn, which is again annoying. I don't understand why these Drakaru quests are just so annoying and contrived. I know some people who are leveling will remember this. Out of Zul'drak, because Zul'drak is my favourite zone, I absolutely hated the Drakaru quests. I don't know why. They could have made them so much more interesting, so much more easier, so much more entertaining, but they just had to make them long, contrived, and quite frankly boring. So yeah, we collected 7 blight crystals now, and all we need to do now is to dilute the blight cauldrons. The good thing about this quest, however, is you don't actually need to be in your ghoul disguise to throw the stuff into the blight cauldrons. So we're not going to try. We're actually going to kill anything that gets in our way, and anything that gets in our way will face the wrath of my fist weapons. So yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking outside my window because the snow is quite frankly massive at the moment now. There's quite a lot of snow, and I think my college is going to be cancelled again tomorrow, which is going to be awesome. Well, not really awesome because we lose lessons, but never mind. Voltaris here now. We just handed in the quest to Drakaru. Drakaru's task is now complete. We can now talk to Stefan Vadu, and now Stefan Vadu gives us another quest, and here Drakaru will give us another quest. 1 second, guys. Okay, one quest we need to do. We need to collect 5 harvested blight crystals. These are in these boxes found inside the inside this structure here. I forget the name of it. What is it, Monopolis or something? I can't remember what it's called. The problem is, however, while trying to do this quest, your Scourge disguise tends to fail quite a lot. I don't understand why it's failing so much there, but I guess there's a reason. Okay, the other quest we have to do is we need to control a servant of Drakaru and use the servant of Drakaru to kill Darmok, this guy here. The problem is, however, with this guy is it's very, very annoying trying to solo this guy using your hand of Drakaru, especially when your Scourge disguise fails. That gets really, really annoying when your Scourge disguise fails, because your hand of Drakaru, your pet, disappears, and then Darmok runs after you, guns blazing, and completely owns you, and that's exactly what happened to me. Now, while doing this quest, guys, note to yourself, use the first 2 abilities whenever they're off cooldown. By the way, the dot and the enraged type ability on your mob, but only use the stun ability once Darmok goes into aggro or enrage type mood, because he does twice damage, and your pet can't really sustain that damage for very long. Okay, now we just need to talk to Drakaru, hand the quest in, and then we can talk to Stefan Vadu. As you can see here, guys, we are not even leveled to level 76. We should have by now, but because we're doing Drakaru quests, we're taking quite a long time. And as you can see there in the whisper there, that was a gold spammer. Now, this is what you should do for gold spammers. You immediately report them for spam. It doesn't really report them to Blizzard to delete the account, but it just gets them to stop bothering you. And that's exactly what I do. I just say report spam. Okay, we've got 2 more quests to do now. We need to destroy 5 Scourge wagons. So here are the Scourge wagons. These are the Scourge wagons on the floor. They're usually guarded by either a Blightgeist or a Troll. So you just use your bombs on these Scourge wagons. And for some reason my internet went off, and the internet went off actually for an hour while doing this video, guys. So you could probably understand the time change because I got bored and didn't want to log in again. We got one other quest we have to do. Oh my god, this is if you've ever done this quest, you know exactly how horrible this quest is. You need to use a rod to control a bloated abomination, and then use the abomination to blow up trolls in this little village here. For the sake of sanity and for the sake of not having to watch those anymore, watch the crap that this quest is, I skipped most of the quest, which is kind of nice, and in the next video it'll be completely finished, so that's good. And we did level to level 76, guys, and I put the last point So now in that reduced shock cooldown, so now our shocks have a 1 second reduced cooldown. Not a big boost, but it's a boost nonetheless. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video, and I hope to see you in part 125. Bye bye, guys.